What is up, y'all? Welcome to another Gutter to Glory. Wow, I really butchered that. It's gonna stay in. I'm not perfect. It's your boy JK. We are coming off of a win, but it was a sloppy win. 42-28 over UTEP. Had to battle back from down 14. Had a heck of a second half. Chris Mitchell, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. The interceptions, a little inexcusable, but that's my fault. That's not anything he's doing in the sim. 14 touchdowns to 8 picks. Freshman numbers, pretty typical freshman numbers. Averaging 248 per game. Just doing a good job. I mean, we're winning ball games. That's all we need. We've got some new commitments. Excited to see Aaron Burke, the number 8 player in the nation, the number 7 athlete. They're the first 6 athletes. And then a wide receiver, then Aaron Burke at number 8. Happy to have him on board. A really nasty corner, but can play pretty much anywhere. Wow, I'm just struggling to talk. Brandon Coleman, 92 speed, acceleration kind of weak, 67 catching, 75 route running. He's going to be good. He's going to give us a good boost on the offensive side. Aaron Colvin, I think Eric Landrum was the 3rd commit of that week. Colvin's already been here to go along with Rima Marshall, David Chandler, Stephen Walker. Good recruiting class so far. Some DN depth has been added. We're trying to chase down LSU here for Jacob Black, but I think if we can just stay in the battle, possibly get a visit in and get above the projected cutoff line before he locks would be nice. And then Clayton Gaither, big time wide receiver, just had his visit. 93 speed, 93 excel, 77 catching, 87 route running. He'll be open everywhere in Conference USA. And then Ryan Weaver also, another interesting prospect. I'm thinking linebacker, outside linebacker possibly. Decent coverage with the 86 tackle, 85 play rec. Outside linebacker could be a good spot for him. And then Michael Grimes is the guy with 95 juke. He's going to be a ball carrier somehow, or even if it's just a return specialist. Only 58 return. That's not looking too likely, but maybe a slot receiver, 75 catching, 6'1", slot receiver, whatever. It's normal. It's NCAA. Nothing's ever, regular. Yeah, this is the recruiting class right now. I'm going to go use up this 1,300 points I have since I've offered scholarships to, I think, everybody. Go find some new prospects. We'll take a look ahead to Louisiana Tech, catch up on what's going on around the nation in the conference and in the Heisman, and then we'll launch into this thing. All right, so update, Nick Newton, 89 speed, 86 acceleration, 81 catching, and 85 route running. My lord, if we can get these two together, good luck to the rest of Conference USA. Brandon Young, 66 overall corner, and Mike Caldwell, a 66 overall, another 6. Oh, that's a linebacker. Looking at Hemphill, that's who I was thinking of. 93 speed, 75 man, 80 zone. Him and Charles Jordan, we're just going to kind of see where we end up here. But Brandon Young is a guy that I think we're going to go after. Play rec 63. Same as Jordan's better play rec, better zone, but we're going to go with Young. We're going to see where these two shake out after this week. We're also looking at Mike Caldwell, linebacker. That's why I got confused. I thought I'd put the corners all together. But 71 play rec. Very excited about Nick Newton, though. That could be a huge pickup. Looking at Louisiana Tech, it could be a tough game. We need to play well. We have the advantage on paper, but we know how quickly that can go away. We have the 6th best rushing defense in the nation, the 32nd best overall passing offense, 249 a game, 41st scoring offense. We just need to take care of business, do our job. Corso's picking us. We're 3-0 in conference. Could go a long way in helping us get to that conference championship game if we can pull off a win here. In the top 25 polls, make sure we go to the coaches. Bama still number 1, looking to go back-to-back after their natty last year. followed up by Florida and Florida State, Utah and Ohio State top 5. Arizona making us pay right now. Number 6 in the nation. Troy and Arkansas State back them up at 7 and 8. Undefeated 1 through 8. There's still 2 more teams undefeated though. Tulane and Louisiana. Georgia at number 10. They play number 2 Florida this week, so there could be one less unbeaten. I think this is the most unbeatens I've seen in a sim in a while, or in a, yeah, I guess a simulation, season, dynasty, whatever, in a while. Washington 6-1, Texas 6-1, Michigan State has fallen to 5-2. Clemson lost last week to NC State. They're down to 16 from 3. Anybody else lose? Washington State, Cal, Kansas State all lost, and LSU. So SMU, Boston College, BYU, all in the top 25 now. SMU, one of our losses on the year is to them. They lost back-to-back games, and we are their last game played. They beat us by 3 in a thriller. Conference standings, obviously, we're sitting pretty. Rice is our game next week. That's the game we're going to play in this video. Excited to take on the Owls. Have done a dynasty with them. Obviously, didn't record it, but there's a lot of fun starting out there. And FIU on the other side, they're 3-0. Western Kentucky and Old Dominion hoping for a loss. Florida Atlantic also lingering at 2-1, hoping for a Panther loss. So we need to pick up a win. I want to look at the Heisman watch. Need to pick up a win. Tajay Spears still leads with Jace McClellan and Baylor Romney hot on his heels. Tank Bigsby, last year's Doak Walker, Maxwell, and Walter Camp winner, and Michael Wiley, halfback, propelling Arizona all the way up to number 6, along with Gunnar Cruz, their quarterback. I had concerns about their offensive line, and that's why I didn't go there, and I look very foolish right now for not going to Arizona in the offseason. Anyways, Louisiana Tech need another win. We're 5-2, looking to move to 6-2. We are now 5-3. Louisiana Tech tore us a new one. They put up 48. We only managed 28. Not good. First conference loss on the season as we get ready to take on a Rice team that is really good. 18-35. Just not going to do it for Chris Mitchell. On the other side, 22-38 for 358. 2 picks. Got to have better quarterback play in a game like that. But he's still young. Chris Mitchell's still young and developing. Only going to get better. He was our leading rusher. Oh, he was not our leading rusher. Attaway had 114 yards. Good Lord. Big game from Oscar. Makes me wonder if I should start running the ball more with how good he's been this year. Take some of the pressure off of Chris Mitchell. We've got Rice this week, 6-3. We need to win. They're 4-1 in conference. Better than us on paper. Overall, we're going back and forth on a lot of categories. Really good rush defense for us, even though it got tore up last week. Pass defense, a little suspect. A lot of visits. Need a win. We need a win. And that's the game we're going to play in this episode. It's kind of a weird one where we're going to play in sim. But so be it. I want to play at least one game every episode. Or I'm trying to. Might not get one every episode. It might not work out perfectly, but got a couple of trap games in the next video, which maybe we'll just sim all of them if we can get to the conference championship game. But first, that starts with beating Rice. Can't keep looking ahead. Not anymore. We need a win. We take on the Owls. And here we go. Rice Stadium, North Texas versus Rice. Conference USA West. Throwdown. We need this one bad after a loss last week. We have not lost back-to-back games ever in this series. We win the toss. We're going to kick. Let our defense set the tone. And then the offense is going to come out swinging this week. Need a big one. Need a big one in a battle that really could define our conference championship hopes. Defense did a good job. Got a stop on the first drive. Oscar Attaway coming off a 100-yard game last week. And he's going to stumble ahead for 5. Attaway, I think, has been a huge part to our success. Obviously, when we run the ball well, we usually win. He ran the ball last week really well, but stupid controller disconnecting. But got the loss. So interested to see what we can do going forward, as they're going to let me give it off to Attaway, and he's held to a 1-yard gain. His first drive not starting out the best. Need a first down here on 3rd and 4. But I think Attaway could be the key to our success. Wow, the key to our success going forward, as we're going to pick up the first to McBride. And I'm also excited. Obviously, as Mitchell gets older, he's going to get better. But we have such a special talent, or especially, yeah, well, special, talented, whatever you want to call him, receiver recruiting class coming in with Gaither and now Newton. Hopefully we can stay in the fight for him. As there's a good run by Attaway starting it out, or not starting out anything, continuing the drive. Picks up 14, but if we can get, we already got Gaither, but if we can get Newton to pair along with him, watch out, Conference USA. We will have an aerial attack that I've been trying to build since we got here. As we're going to give to Edward Bautista. Go, big fella. Picks up 9, the fullback. Moving the ball well on this first drive. And I know I've been talking a lot of it, but that's okay. Hopefully we can have some big plays that make this video not so long. As we're going to fire it into Alberding. This team is really set up to do a lot of damage in the next 4 years. And Chris Mitchell has shown he's very talented. Obviously, Attaway, his final couple years here, he's become just stupid controller. He's become a staple of this offense. And I think we need to use him more effectively. That's kind of the mistake we've made the first couple years here. And that's part of the growing pains of being a new offensive coordinator. Sometimes, and especially being a part of a new team, you don't realize until maybe it's a game or two too late, oh, I probably should be using this guy a little bit more. I think that was the rut we fell into with Reuter and the battle between him and Ayoun. Because Attaway just beating his way down to the 2-yard line. But, you know, it's the trap that you fall into is, oh, I want to be successful really quick. But sometimes you got to remember when you're at these little schools, it takes a while to be successful. As Attaway rolls into the end zone. Did we take a 6-0 lead on a very talkative and productive first drive? Defense got to stop. I think we got pinned all the way back here. I don't think they moved the ball that far. Attaway is going to slip a tackle and start the drive with a 4-yard run. I won't talk nearly as much this drive. Picked up the blitz on 3rd down to Trevion Brown, 17-yard pickup. That's good to see.
From their own 26-yard line, it's first down.
Oh, Trevion Brown lit up, picks up 9 on first down. Good back-to-back plays here on this drive. Ends the first quarter. I didn't even realize that. That's a good segue into the second. 3 for 3 on 3rd down. It was the Attaway show in quarter number 1. That'll... Well, whenever my controller stops disconnecting, that'll continue here in quarter number 2. Trevion Brown picks up 22 out of the slot. He's really come on strong the last couple games. Good to see. Might move him in place of Ward on the outside. Not quite sure yet what we're going to do there, but another 3rd and 3. We're at... Oh my god. Need a new USB cable. But as you heard, we're doing well on 3rd down this drive as we were 2 for 2. Make it 3 for 3. Attaway just plowing the way down the field. Oh, Jake Roberts, wide open. Get a block. Breaks a tackle. Touchdown. They sold out. Chris Mitchell just had to do some Houdini work in the pocket, and we're up 14-0 here early. Another stop, and we have the ball. I don't even know how we got down here. We got the ball inside the 15 to start the drive. Attaway loses a yard. That last drive, that was sketchy. Had to scramble. And throwing on the run, not easy. As we're going to zip one in, and Trevion Brown has a touchdown. 21 or 20-0. Need to hit the extra point. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. We have a minute left in the half. It's 21-0. Chris Mitchell launch codes down the sideline, and McBride drops the bomb. Oh. He was open. We're 5 for 5 on third down. 3rd and 10, 2 incompletions. Rifle one. Ward, he's out of bounds. Get a punt. Wow, McBride dropping that ball on first down killed us. And we get the ball back with 25 seconds left in the half.
This one is teetering on the brink of a blowout. He pump fakes. Throws it deep.
We're going to go for McBride again. Want it all, and he's going to hang on to this one. Finally. Stephen McBride. Revenge for the drop. That was a tough catch. He had to go up and get it. Clock winding down here in the end of quarter number 2. Wide open over the middle. Thompson to the end zone. And blowout city, here we come. 27-0 to end the first half. Oh, that's right. We get the ball to start the second half. Chris Mitchell. Have a day, young fella. Attaway, only 2 yards in the first carry. That guy's everywhere. Deshaun, something, Trayshawn Devons. Like a gnat. It's annoying. 2nd and 7. Going to go to the read option here. We're just trying to, at this point now it's trying to get out of here. It's a blowout. Chris Mitchell's going to pick up the first. The feet and the arm. 3 touchdowns in the first half. Every game out is the next game of his career so far at redshirt freshman. Just balling out of control right now. Broken ankles. He's going to pick up another first. Juke move's not that great, but truck is. 3rd and 18. Not too much in the playbook for this one. But I guess when you have Chris Mitchell in the backfield, anything's possible. McBride just left wide open. Into the inside the 10. Oh, we've got 6 first downs on this drive. Trevion Brown looking for the end zone. He's going to be kept out. Would have been the 4th touchdown on the day for Mitchell. Not going to do anything too fancy here. Spread it out and run it down their throat. Attaway into the end zone. And it's 34-0. When are they going to throw in the towel? Our defense is just dominating. 35-0. Rice going backwards on the offensive side. Mitchell going long. Is it going to get there? It is. McBride, a 45-yard pickup. Wow. Mitchell, I don't know how many more drives he's got. Over the middle, McBride, end zone. Too easy. 41-0. Bring out the backups and start the buses. 318, 4 touchdowns. 400 to 110. The backups are indeed in to start the 4th quarter. Matthew Miller. We get to see a what if here. What if Miller was a quarterback instead of a corner? As Richard Martin picks up 6. Another freshman guy. Would get his chance, but he's, Oscar Attaway has shown up in a big way. Or Martin would be our starting running back. He picks up 3 there. Not going to be much. I'll show some big plays, but this 4th quarter, I'm just going to try and get through it as fast as possible. This is nasty here. I just realized Matthew Miller's playing corner with like no swag. He's got like the half sleeves, but they're on the top half, like a quarterback would wear. And he wears no gloves. Like, imagine that guy getting a pick against you. He's just like a 1960s defensive back. No leg sleeves, no nothing. Wearing number 45, such a gross number to be. Oh man, I'm gonna have to help him in the offseason not look like that. I don't know why I called a pass play. I guess it's just funny to me that Matthew Miller is at quarterback. And he throws a pick. Nice. Sweet. I shouldn't have thrown the ball. Stupid Trishawn Devons. Oh, apparently we got the ball right back. We're going to throw again. I'm going to make Rice pay. They have their ones defense in still. Like, sub in your twos, my guys. You guys are getting whooped. Oh, here goes Martin. He's got a lot of green grass. I wish he'd have just juked him out of his shoes. He picked up 30. Not going to sub your one zone. You're going to get the regular offense ran against you. I just wanted to get out of here with a dub. You brought this upon yourselves. I should have gone deep. I just realized the safety bit up. I guess it was as I was starting to throw. So you'd have been on a play fake or pump fake.
From the 48-yard line, first down.
That's a quarterback. Why is he throwing the ball so much? Shut up.
Fakes to the back.
Oh, Gums, hang out of the ball. This was just supposed to be fun and ha-has in the fourth quarter and me making fun of Matthew Miller, but it has turned into me being competitive now. Try to make a point. I can't hot route with him. It's kind of unfortunate. Gums caught that one. You won't sub the ones out, you get punched in the face. That's not my rules, that's the game's rules. Matthew Miller, low-key kind of nice at quarterback. I should have looked into this more. Little RPO to Trevion Brown. Yeah, we are. They pissed me off. Elberding, or that's Gums, excuse me. Oh my god, he got murdered after the touchdown catch. Wow. Well, should have taken the ones out. I'm a Chris Smoove kid. I just want that to be out there too. I watched Chris Smoove, so no remorse for the computer here. Absolutely none. Chris Mitchell, 16 of 21, 318, 4 tuds. Matthew Miller, wow, we got to get you some swag, homie. 5 of 7, 88 yards, a touchdown, a stupid interception, which made me realize they had the ones in, which is why he has a touchdown. 71% completion percentage. Honestly, we're gonna have to look at his attributes after the game. Attaway, 15 carries, 62 yards, 2 touchdowns. Richard Martin, 6 carries for 33 yards, and then Mitchell and Miller, both a handful of carries, some decent yardage. Receiving wise, McBride had 153. He went off when he wasn't dropping the ball. Vicarious Gums, he got murdered, but he caught a touchdown. Trevion Brown had a great game. 79 yards. Alberding had a good catch. Lorenzo Thompson and Jake Roberts, both with 30-yard touchdown catches. Good game. Good game. We move on. We just destroyed Rice. That's good to see. 49-0. Back to the loading screen. Yay! Look around the nation. Louisiana Tech got run through by UTSA. That's not good. FIU stays undefeated against Old Dominion. And Memphis puts up 38 on UCF. Shutout. Yes, sir. We put it on him. We got to look at Matthew Miller's attributes, though. That man probably should be at quarterback. Chris Mitchell's into the top 15 in passing yards in the nation. Matthew Miller will also forever have an interception, and that is completely my fault. He's forced 2 fumbles. He's balling out this year. 7 tackles, 7 assisted, all of them assisted. 4 deflections, 2 fumble recoveries, and forced fumbles. Yes, sir. Ballin'. Is there a way to flip this? Hello? We're gonna have to go into his stuff to see. Alright, so Matthew Miller has 85 throw power and 77 accuracy. My bad. Good lord. Well, we probably should have looked into that whole quarterback deal. Though he didn't. That's okay. He balled out. We're gonna double check the recruiting and then we'll move on to the next week. UAB week. Mean Green looking forward to playing host to UAB. 4-1 in conference. On paper, we are much better than they are. The pass defense for UAB, however, is really good still. Offenses are level pegging. Gonna be an interesting one. Ryan Weaver coming to visit, so is Fagan. We lost out on Davis, sadly. Just tried my best, man. I was hoping that one would get to the offseason. Missing out on a pretty sick wideout corner. Probably more so probably wideout. That is okay. We will survive. Hello, Clayton Gaither. You're gonna be our top. You're our top get this offseason, or this season, excuse me. Aaron Burke and Brandon Coleman, and so that just means we have points for these two, who we're gaining points on without recruiting them. So into the top for all these fellas, and not good on Nick Newton. We're gonna do our best though. We're not gonna go nowhere. Oh, we're totally screwed in the bonus department here, but we're gonna try it. Ryan Weaver. Wow, okay, Bama, did they lose? They won. Weird. He's an outside linebacker. By the way, him and Fagan visiting the same week. Interesting. We're gonna schedule some visits real quick. Quick look around the top 25. Wow. Florida beat Vandy. The undefeateds are shrinking. Bama and Florida. Everybody else. Ohio State lost, they dropped from 6. Arizona lost, they dropped from 5. Florida State lost, they dropped from 3. Wow. Washington up to 7. Calamity. Louisiana lost to Troy. Boston College put up 70 on NC State. What is going on? And Cal lost. Interesting. Alright, well, hectic week in the top 25. Good lord. Heisman watch, Tajay Spears moving up. Kobe Pace. Trevion Henderson. Gunnar Cruz going down. Rough week against Washington in the loss. Jace McClellan on the upswing. Conference standings. 4-1. We control our destiny. We just need to keep winning. We hold the tiebreaker over Rice. UAB could really screw up a lot of things, but we need to win. That's the Independence, not the East. FIU is still undefeated. It's looking like they're going to come out of the East. The 7-2 Panthers. Well, let's see what we got for UAB. Not much talking left this late in the season. Need to perform. Big time dub. 56-34. We have it. It says we have an NCAA Player of the Week. We'll have to check on that. We're moved to 7-3 with 293 yards. I'm assuming it's a defensive player. That's my best guess. 17-27 for 5 touchdowns and 163. What the hell is going on? Chris Mitchell, 17-27 for 163 and 5 touchdowns. Okay. Oscar Attaway, 23 carries, 135 yards. Mitchell had 7 total touchdowns and 108 yards. Interesting. Receiver core didn't really do anything. Tommy Snyder gave up a sack. Leota, he's been a beast. I think he was a backup middle linebacker playing outside linebacker right now. Nemukes had a pick. Murphy had a sack. Hutchings had a sack. 2 sacks. We're going to check and see where that came from. Also, alert. in the recruiting department, Ryan Weaver, a part of the Mean Green, 4-star athlete, number 16 athlete in the nation. Yeah, gonna be a backer, for an outside linebacker of some sort with those play rec, tackle, and covering abilities. Should play safety, but we'd be dumb not to be toss him in at outside linebacker. Moving up in the world, we got some visits to schedule, some points to give back out. I think this is going to be our recruiting board for the rest of the year. I don't see us adding anybody this late in the game, week 12. Try and get as many of these sorted out so we don't have to take anything to the off season is the hope. Well, I think that's it for this episode. Recruiting is ready to rock and roll. Southern Miss and a couple of trap games to end the season. Southern Miss and UTSA. Yeah, 3, and then these 2. So we need 2 wins, and hopefully it puts us in the conference championship game next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hammer the like button if you guys are enjoying the series. I know I am. I want to release them daily at this point. I'm having so much fun with this series. It's just awesome. The gutter to glory, we're rolling now. This team, a lot of talent, 7-3, only 1 loss in conference. We will see you guys in the next episode. Make sure to spread the word, and we'll see you in the next one.